Hello. Okay, I thought it would be fun to do a bike ride around North Austin and stop into various points of interest so you could see some of the things we could do when you're in town. I'm on 12th Street. And there is a brand new swimming pool over here that I want to show you. See this new swimming pool? So 12th Street kind of connects my house to the coffee shop to downtown. Hello. I don't know if either of y'all play tennis or pickleball, but there's this court that's just 2 miles north of Deer Diary, and there's also a court that's walking distance from my house. Okay, so far on our journey, we went from my neighborhood to Deer Diary's neighborhood, which by the way is called the Chestnut neighborhood, and now we are in the Mueller neighborhood. Mueller is a newer neighborhood, and it's really beautiful, and a lot of people come here just to go to the park, go to the ice cream shop, go to the movie theater. There's a lot. There's stores and restaurants and things here too. Another thing to know about Mueller is there's a farmer's market here every Sunday. Traditionally, farmers markets are markets in town that all the farmers from all around the town come into so they can sell their produce. But Texas is difficult because it's very hot and dry in most of Texas. So a lot of produce doesn't actually come from here. Like, we get a lot of our produce from Mexico or California. So therefore, the farmers market has a lot of stuff people cooked using ingredients they bought from the grocery store. Okay, so now we are looking at a bunch of big box stores. This is what you would call a shopping center, and basically, as you probably know, the United States is very capitalistic, which means that once a store becomes really big, it's hard for the little guys to compete, so then the store gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So we're here as a slight detour because I need to buy an adapter for my microphone. I have my new stuffs, so now we just have to put it. All right, so now we are traveling north of the Mueller neighborhood through the Windsor Park neighborhood. Your school is just ahead, and this is your stadium. And I'm sure kids that are learning how to drive use this parking lot to learn. Your high school takes up a few blocks and it's multiple buildings, so you're gonna have to run from class to class probably. All right, so now we're traveling west. Okay, right now we're crossing a big highway called Interstate 35. Let me try to show you. My camera is stuck. Come on, camera, there we go. That's what it looks like. So I can show you the Asian grocery. The east side of town has more Spanish speaking businesses, and then the north side of town has more Indian and other parts of Asia, and this grocery, I don't know which country it is dominated. It looks like maybe Chinese. Okay. wish Dear Diary were this busy on a Saturday. Good grief. I don't know if y'all like manga and anime and stuff like that. So in this shopping strip, there's one of those sushi restaurants where they put the sushi on a conveyor belt. It's not very good, but it's fun. Up here you can see we technically have a train station, but we only have one line. It doesn't go anywhere helpful. Now I'm riding through the Crestview neighborhood. I have a van, so I can drive us around. We don't have to ride bikes everywhere. I just happen to enjoy riding my bike, and it's a Saturday, and this little tour is so much more fun for me because I'm riding my bike. Now we're going to a camera store. Broke the zipper for my bag, but as you can see, whoops. Okay, so right next to Precision Camera, we have Dragon's Lair, a comics and fantasy store. I didn't lock up my bike, so we'll just look real quick. Toy shop over here too that you can see. It's called Terra Toys. It's local. I'm kind of tired of being up this way, so we're not going to check out Terra Toys. But when you're here in town, we could come up to the shopping center and you can see all the things. So now we're approaching Walmart. I would imagine you're curious about the Walmarts here. This one, though, is a small one. The neighborhood really didn't want a Walmart at all, and they threw a fit, and then Walmart was like, fine, we'll give you a small one. Is that any better? And the neighborhood was like, no. Right, now we're headed south through the Allendale neighborhood. I was thinking of taking us down Shoal Creek to go south, but I think I'm going to take us through the neighborhood over here. What is it called? Terrytown. So I'm headed west because you haven't seen west yet. This highway has two names. It's called Loop 1 and it's called Mopac. And it separates Central Austin from West Austin. Part of the lake that runs through downtown is called Lady Bird, and the part of the lake that is west is called Lake Travis. And so we're kind of in that corner right now. About to go down a really steep hill. Eee! Woo! So people who are competitive cyclists really like to ride through this neighborhood because it's very hilly. So you go down really fast and then you have to be pretty strong to climb up. All right, this is a super beautiful street. It's called Scenic Drive, and it is scenic. Take a look at this. Let's go down in there. Is this recording? Yes. Okay. Can you see how pretty? So now we're on Lake Austin Boulevard, and I want to show you Mozart's. Mozart's is a coffee shop. The coffee's just okay, but the view is really pretty. And it's definitely a tourist destination. Yeah, let's go this way. Ooh. So, next up, we're going to cross over that highway, but we are going to do it the way that only bikes and pedestrians can. This is a Deep Eddy Pool. Let's show you this right quick. So, this pool is fed by a natural spring, so there's no chlorine in there. It's a really nice pool. Under that highway, but see how this little park trail took us to it, so we didn't have to bother with the road. And then there's a way to ride from the north side of the lake, which is where we are, to the south side of the lake. The south side of the lake is where Barton Springs Pool is, which I want to show you. I guess, yeah, let's just do it. Now we're riding along the southern shore of Lady Bird Lake, where dogs like to poop, as you can see. So Barton Springs is the free side of Barton Springs. I want you to see Barton Springs, but it's hard. Check it out. So there's the paid side, and it's a spring-fed swimming pool. So all natural water. It's very cold. It's like 60 degrees, the water. And then this is the free side where all the hoodlums are and the dogs. If we climb out this way, I didn't bring my lights, so I have to get home before the sun goes to sleep. We're exiting the park and getting onto Barton Springs Road. Okay, let me see if I can show you this. See that? That car with the black thing on top? That's a Waymo. And Waymos are self-driving cars. There's no driver in there. It's just driving itself around. And in Austin, you can use one of the rideshare apps, I forget which one, to schedule a Waymo to pick you up, and you can get a ride in one of those self-driving cars. I haven't done it. Right, so far I've been on the south side of the river, but now I'm going to go to the pedestrian bridge that will take me to the north side of the river. Since I'm hungry, we are going to go to the big buffet inside of Whole Foods. Check out that escalator that you can take carts on. All right, this is what the flagship Whole Foods looks like. Okay, this is what I got. Indian curry, tabbouleh, some kind of beets, some berries, and dolmades, and apple kombucha. This building in front of us with the stone, that's the central library, and it's really big and beautiful inside. Downtown is really touristy. Let's see. The Waymo car wouldn't run me over, right? And especially 6th Street, which we're not on right now. We are on 2nd Street right now, I think. Okay, this is Congress Avenue. That way is the river. The bridge across the river is just right there. Like, you can see it. That bike is going to cross it soon. On the other side of the river, there's a bunch of gift shops and restaurants, and very touristy. And then also like fancy stores too. And then this direction, facing north from where we are at 2nd and Congress, is the Capitol building. The Joan Contemporary Art Gallery. Let's ride through the state capitol. So all the stone of the Capitol building, notice how it's pink? It's quarried here near Austin. Okay, we are pretty much back at Dear Diary. Dear Diary is my sweet baby business, and now I'm only about 3 miles from home. Well, thanks for watching to the end. I hope this was helpful and enjoyable, and you're excited to visit any of these things in person.